Hello people, Mongoose here, and I thought it was time that I started reviewing some of these amazing bargains that I pick up when it comes to retro video games. So the first one I picked out the bag was Jurassic Park. I don't know if anyone's seen my video on me pickups on Jurassic Park, but I got it for £3 from a local car boot sale, and really just wanted to play it and just see if it was worth playing. I'll do it with all the pickups that I do. If they're under £5, I'll do it, and then I'll play them and hopefully do like a little kind of mini review or give you my thoughts on the games. And yeah, I mean, we should just crack on and just jump right on in and start playing. Now straight away off the bat you'll notice that amazing music, and that was a great intro to the game, and there's the Amblin Entertainment logo there, so which means there's a ET appearance in a Jurassic Park game. So straight away, I mean, I paid £3 for the game as I mentioned in my video, so it's got to be worth it just for that. So let's get cracking.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Right, so this is the overworld of the game, and straight away you'll notice there's nice bright graphics, plenty of enemies on screen, your sprite's nice and big, so you know you're not going to be wondering where you are on screen, you know, with all the enemies that you might see, and the controls are very responsive. Let's crack on. You seem to have a weapon, so yeah, I mean, initial thoughts on the game, I had it as a kid anyway, so I know what to expect anyway. It's a good game. It has its flaws, and I'll talk more about them in a bit, but opening, starting up, it looks, you know, really good. Now in this overworld section, the main thing that you're going to be doing is trying to locate eggs, so let's crack on and try and find some of these eggs. Now you're collecting these eggs for Ian Malcolm, which is Jeff Goldblum's character in the movie. So there's no reasoning in the game as to why you would be collecting these eggs, but you just go and do it anyway, as is the case with video games, I suppose. So we'll go and locate one at the top of this mountain. And like I said, the opening music was good, and this music's exactly the same. I don't hear the actual Jurassic Park music, but you know, it evokes, you know, kind of that, it reflects that kind of atmosphere of the movie. So good 16-bit music, good 16-bit graphics. Well, like I said, the overworld, you spend your time just running around collecting eggs for Ian Malcolm, and it's a way to navigate yourself to the various buildings that are on the park. So we'll make our way over to one of them buildings now, and then you can see, you know, why I think the game is kind of unique for its time. So we'll just crack on and get in here. Right, so here we are at the Nublar utility shed at ground level, and as you can see, the game switched to a first-person view mode, which for the time was very ambitious. And like I said in my pickup video, there were other games on the Super Nintendo like Doom that were first-person. This doesn't stand up to that at all, but for the time it was very ambitious, and I remember playing it as a child and being, you know, caught up in the whole claustrophobic environment and not knowing where to go because there's no map system, so you're pretty much left to your own devices. And yeah, that stuck with us as a kid, so I've got fond memories of playing this in a dark room at night and being pretty scared, and that's really why I wanted to review the game. I think this stands out from the game, this whole first person view. It's something that fascinated me at the time, and yeah, you'll find yourself in this just, you know, running around looking for night vision goggles so you can get into the darkened areas of the buildings, and once you get into them areas, you know, you can find the key cards that you need to open various other doors and get the later levels of the game. And that's pretty much how it works. You work your way from the overworld into these places to find key cards to access separate parts of the game, and it's, you know, it's fun, it's good fun. You can see there we're shooting dinosaurs, but I spent a lot of time in here when I was a kid. I mentioned that in my video. It's the lifts. Now it's the only safe place in the game I found as a kid, and are you ready for it? There you go, it's that lift music, and you've got to love that lift music, it's brilliant. So you can navigate yourself to the different floors and such like on here, and yeah, I mean, this is the first person view inside the buildings on Jurassic Park for Super Nintendo, and it's a part that stood out to me as a kid, and I really enjoyed it then. And it hasn't aged very well, but it's still good fun to play, and I picked it up for a bargain. So, you know, if you find it cheap, I'd definitely recommend it. So Jurassic Park for Super Nintendo, yeah, I picked it up really cheap, and I'm really pleased I did. It's a really fun game, good graphics, good music. There's the first person whole view thing going on. There's the overworld, and there's lots of exploring to do. And it has its flaws. I mean, it's not very direct, so it's a hard game to really find out what you need to be doing in it. And there's no save feature for a very long game. So if if you've got a spare few hours, then you might want to try and complete it. Otherwise, you might admit defeat and switch it off. But you'll still have fun playing it, and I picked it up for £3, so it's got to be worth it. What else can I say? I mean, there's some brilliant points. I mean, what else can I say about that lift music? Yeah, I love that freaking lift music. But like I said, it's a good game. It's got its good points, got its bad points. You got to take it as it is. If you find it at a decent price, I'd definitely recommend picking it up and adding it to your collection. I'm glad I picked it up at such a cheap price. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I've got to say about Jurassic Park on Super Nintendo. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe.